Artemis is a carry goddess who, like her carry counterparts, likes to farm up and get into the late game. Her main draw is the sheer amount of damage she can do, paired with the solid amount of CC she has. She's also known by Smite casters for her absurd ability names. However, her immobility may make her difficult to grasp for new players. So let me, a Grandmaster Smite 1 player, help you with that. Before we start though, I want to remind you that this is a beta, so things are subject to change. If Artemis or any other gods get significant changes, I will remake this guide for you. Also, even though this is an arena game, this and all my other guides are designed for conquest. Now, with that out of the way, let's begin. Artemis's passive, Still Target, gives her 15% increased basic attack damage to gods and 30% increase to minions that are affected by crowd control, or CC. This is any crowd control, regardless of if it came from her, an ally, or an item. Still Target also allows you to detect enemy gods that are hiding stealth in nearby grass. You'll see an eye icon above them in the grass. However, it won't show their model until you hit them or walk into the grass yourself. Artemis's first ability, Transgressor's Fate, is a small circle that you place on the ground. This is a trap that if an enemy god walks over it, they become rooted and crippled, and take damage every second for the next 3 seconds. You can have a maximum of 4 traps out at the same time, regardless of this ability's rank. These traps will remain out until 1, they are walked over, or 2, a 5th trap is placed, replacing that first trap. You commonly want to combo this ability after using your ultimate to lock down a target for a kill. However, you can use it to block people trying to chase you with their movement abilities, or just in tight corridors. A Sobek or Khepri trying to grab you, prevent them from grabbing you with your trap. That cripple interrupts their dash, meaning that they can't go anywhere or keep chasing you with that dash. Same goes for characters like Achilles, or Hercules, or any character with a dash that isn't CC immune, it will be interrupted. With her Aspect of the Wild, this trap loses its root and cripple in favor for a area of effect damage and healing. With the Aspect, trap can be triggered by an enemy, not just enemy gods, and does damage over time every 0.5 seconds for 3 seconds. This trap also heals you based on the ability level and your strength. The Aspect and non-Aspect version of Artemis are in a way interchangeable, but it's much more common to see an Artemis go non-Aspect around the time of this video's release, due to the level of safety her trap provides and just the picks that are common right now. Sobek is a very popular support, and like I said before, you can cripple out his pluck. A lot of junglers rely on movement abilities, so crippling out those movement abilities is really, really good. Artemis' second ability, Vengeful Assault, is a steroid that gives you an increased movement and attack speed. When you use this ability, you cleanse yourself of any slows that are on you and become immune to slows for the next 0.6 seconds. While this buff is active, you gain charges for hitting enemy gods. After reaching 4 charges on a target, they are consumed, which, in turn, extends the duration of the steroid. To my knowledge, this can go on until you stop hitting enemy gods, but I could be wrong. So if I am wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments, I'll probably pin it. Artemis' third ability, Suppress the Insolent, is a simple circle ability that does damage and slows. This ability always goes where you click it. So if you click the area to fire it, and then turn away, it will go to that area regardless of where your character is looking, despite the animation of Artemis shooting it up into the sky. Artemis' ultimate, Calydonian boar, has her summon a boar, also known as Tusky, which I will refer to him as for the rest of this guide. Tusky charges to the nearest enemy god, stunning them and dealing damage. Tusky is immune to all forms of damage until he hits his first god. Tusky will dash to another god if they are in range to stun them as well. After casting, Artemis becomes CC immune for the next 1.5 seconds. Usually, you want to pair the stun with your first ability to secure basic attack damage and try to get a kill. However, this is a big safety net for the character. Tusky functions as a pet and will tank towers for her if you need it, but it also is a bouncing CC. It'll god once, and then hit the next god. It won't attack gods it's already hit, but it's a big safety net. He will also walk at minions and basic attack them if there are no gods nearby for him to charge. This is also why you'll see some Artemis go Blink, because Blink Tusky combo is something that you can really use to play for a kill, but if you are going to go Blink, you need to assess the risks for it. What CCs do they have to lock me down? Do I need an Aegis for something like a Thanatos ultimate or a Vulcan ultimate? You really have to assess the risks for that before you buy it. As Artemis, you want to play like most other carry gods do. In the early game, you want to farm up and get your items. Rotating out if you need to, but maybe looking for some invades if opportunities present themselves. You can also look to play for kills with your ultimate trap combo. But don't go too overextending for it because you're still a squishy carry character. You don't want to get behind. In the mid-game, you want to continue farming, but you can rotate out for objectives like Gold Fury, Pyromancer, Fire Giant, or Towers. In the late game, that's when you're going to start doing your big numbers. Generally, people will be running at you, so you're going to have to deal with their solo laner and jungler diving you, most of the time at the same time. You're going to need to use your CC and slow immunity to get a safe distance to return damage. A good combo to know is your 4 basic attack, 1 basic, 3 basic attack. This is big damage and allows you to lock somebody down and keep them from avoiding your empowered basic attacks. As for builds, carry builds change so often, it is very difficult to give you one cut and dry build. As of this video's release, crit is very strong, so I recommend going Lernian Bow, Rage, and Demon Blade. As always, I recommend Smite2.live. You can check what the best of building and see what you like from there. Specifically, clicking the God's icon and then going to the Pro Build section. It's divided up by role and by player, and you can pick what you want from there. Other than that, though, I hope this helps. Just about is ending their program for Smite 2 for now, so the incentive to making these guides falls on you now. If you want to see me make guides or do other content, please let me know in the comments. I try to read them all and respond when I can. So, yeah. Peace.